YSK why wine gives you headaches. Hint: it's not sulfites. YSK A common myth is that wine headaches are caused by sulfites, a substance added to wine to prevent spoilage. This is not true. Foods like French fries, dried fruit, and red meat all contain higher levels of sulfites than wine. Wine headaches are most likely caused by something in wine called biogenic amines histamine. Natural wines, bold red wines, and sparkling wines generally have the highest buildup of histamines. If you get wine headaches, it's best to avoid these. If you do get headaches from drinking wine, it's best to stick to white wines and pale rosé instead. TLDR: sulfites aren't causing wine headaches, histamine is the biggest culprit. Saw Sam winemaker sommelier. Thanks for this. I had a wine person co-worker a few jobs back who said I should try some sulfate-free wines since I get wine headaches. Didn't help at all, and I was like, WTF. Also, I get headaches from all but clear hard liquors, and now I'm starting to get instant headaches from even vodka and gin. I guess I'm just destined to drink beer. Why do white wines give me instant headaches and reds not so much? I assumed it was sugar. BC white wines taste sweeter. I follow a low histamine diet, and yes, this is it. Also the alcohol. Sauce drinker. Funny, white wine gives me headaches more than red. Nice postman. So you're saying take a Benadryl? I'm not living without my red wine. I'll just deal with the headache and stuffy nose. So I can really say to my friends I'm allergic to wines, red wines to be exact. There is a pill you can take specifically for histamines in food. Pro tip: if you down a bottle of white on Valentine's, you can avoid the headache by not making bad decisions. I have a friend who buys wine drops to remove sulfites in the red wine. Is this actually doing anything? Or just BS? I discovered my reaction to this 1 week onto a 2-year stint in Italy. That sucked. I have read that Sauvignon Blanc from NZ's Marlborough region is a lower histamine wine. I can't verify how true that is or how much lower. Check out our histamine intolerance if you are sensitive to histamines. No, don't take antihistamine, it's ingested, not contact dermatitis. It's different, and mixing alcohol with meds is generally shitty for other reasons. Best way to avoid headaches whilst consuming wine is pouring hot sauce into your eyeballs and genital areas. Sauce retarded. I get a headache from red wine. Now I know why. What if the white wine causes headache while red does not? Okay, but why should I know? Why do I care if it's sulfites versus histamines, skull? So a Benadryl beforehand will help? Is the no alcohol no sugar wine a growing industry? IO? That interesting, thank you for sharing. Curious, my wife gets small blisters on her palms whenever she drinks wine. Do you think that's caused by the same thing? Perhaps a stupid question, but would antihistamines get rid of the headache? Does anyone know why wines might make someone throw up? I can drink all other spirits and brews, but wine makes me projectile throw up very violently, even if I've only had a small amount, roughly a 1-2 cup, which is 125 milliliters. Is this why wine triggers my asthma? Holy shit. Sugar content play any role here? I'm guessing it's multifactorial. I take a histamine blocker with Dow in it. Mine is the Seeking Health brand name, but there are many, and it keeps me from getting wine headaches as well as aged cheese and cured meat headaches. So you're saying I shouldn't down a handful of Benadryl with the wine? S. Rings true. I drink whites and rose now and never really get a headache like I did with reds. Is this why people are allergic to wine, or is that due to grapes? Or grape skins? But I only like rich red wine, and I don't ever like to drink with food. Isn't the real trick to drink a lot of water between glasses and before bed? Is histamine even present in homemade French fries? I actually get headaches from white wine, but red wine is generally fine. Any thoughts on why that could be? No wonder why I get headaches. I just prefer red wine but can't guess. I'll try those now. TLDR, wine is awful. Thank you for this. So sick of the natty crowd spreading that myth around. There are some tasty natural wines, but in my experience, 90 are very flawed and undrinkable. Also, a lot of people that feel bad in the morning are mostly dehydrated. Drink some water if you're having wine. I have a problem where after a couple glasses of wine, I'll go to sleep and wake up 2-3 hours later and I'm awake the rest of the night. It might be midnight and I'm up until 6 a.m. I assume it's the sugar, but on the flip side I can have cookies or ice cream or something right before bed and have no problem. If I drink a couple high noons also no problem, it's with wine and cocktails only. Any idea why that is? I thought headaches were just a side effect of wine being so dehydrating for me. Learn something new today, thanks. I have switched from high percentage whites to lower ones and one particular rosé. I love Little Leap Frau Milch which is 8.5, and a couple more which are 9-10.5. I never go bigger than 11. That cured my hangovers. Why does wine make me itchy? I found a red wine I loved and would get a migraine every time. Even if I didn't drink much. My doctor said there's something in red wine and peanuts. I love peanuts so much that causes a reaction in my blood and to consider myself allergic and don't drink it. Haven't had a migraine since. Thanks for the detailed info.